welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a natural hair video. As you can see, I've got my natural hair out. Today I will be talking to you about the benefits of steaming your hair using either the huetiful hair steamer or any other sort of steamer like the Jannu hair steamer, things like that. I'll give you a couple of options and I'll talk about the benefits because the benefits are going to be the same no matter which brand that you use. I also wanted to do some essentials of natural hair care because I came into contact with a company called Zuzi Beauty, and they do some hair care products from their Core Radiance selection, which actually about a year ago I started seeing posts on Facebook where people were like, oh, Zuzi Beauty helped me grow my hair to waist length, oh, Zuzi Beauty helped me learn how to take care of my natural hair. And I was like, in Sweden? Really? Okay. Anyway, I got in contact with Zuzi Beauty, who also is the distributor for Sasha Cosmetics, but she has her own sort of like natural hair company and products and things like that. So I picked up some essentials that have some great benefits to natural hair. The first one that I'm going to show you is something that most of you think you have at home, but it's not to the quality of the one that I picked up. Now let me show you. It's a Y2 comb and it looks like that. Now first of all, you're thinking, well, I've got a Y2 comb, so that works fine for me. If you have a Y2 comb, fair enough, but the actual edges won't be as wide as this one, which when I picked it up, I was like, if it's that wide, will it really detangle my hair properly? Until I came home and I used it on my dry hair and I used it on my wet hair. And I noticed one thing, it doesn't snag my hair. It seems like the material that it's made of and the way that it's been cut is designed specifically for Afro hair to ensure that it doesn't actually snag your hair, whether you use it on dry hair or on wet hair. I'll just demonstrate to you right now. So normally when I use a Y2 comb, I will draw it through and then I'll feel like resistance. So I'll pull it out and I'll go to the end and I'll start again. This time I'm going to start from the bottom out. Can you see? Let's just go. My fine afro is destroyed. So exactly like that. You can do that and you can basically run the comb straight through with no issues. Demonstration over. You can literally put this from the roots of your hair all the way to the up and it won't snag because the spaces between the comb sort of teeth are very wide and allow you to use it on your natural hair in its natural state without it being straightened, without damaging your hair. So the benefits of this are very, very numerous. And anything that helps me maintain my hair without damaging it is a blessing. So the next item I'm going to come to is one that you all are familiar. If you're a natural hair girl, you probably either have one of these or are looking at one of these, or you have a bonnet that is made of this material. So it's of course a silk pillowcase. Now if you're wondering why you would need a silk pillowcase, it's because most pillowcases are made from cotton or some kind of a cotton-like fabric. Now when you lay on it without using any protection on your hair, your edges tend to rub against that pillowcase and it can cause a lot of tension on your hair and even cause breakage to your edges, which are already fragile as they are. So you can either use a silk bonnet, which I think Zuzi Beauty does anyway, or you can use a silk pillowcase if you are a restless sleeper like myself who likes to roll around all the time. Another benefit of the silk pillowcases is they don't overheat like my cotton pillowcases, so I can lay on them and every time I turn it's a cool side of the pillow. So that is a great benefit. Imagining the amount of time I spend on my natural hair, the last thing I want to do is go to bed and spend 8 hours in a position that is going to damage my hair. I don't think you do either. So I picked up a silk pillowcase. The third item I picked up, which is not something I even knew I needed, but it is a towel. And it's got a lovely emblem on it, the Core Radiance emblem. And if you're wondering, but a towel is a towel is a towel, No, a towel is not a towel. The material that this is made of is very, very different. This is the same kind of towel that babies have when they're growing up. Basically, they'll have like a blankie. It's a very soft fabric. I'm gonna link all the details in the description bar below, but this is what you use when you've washed your hair and drying it. I know some people like to use a t-shirt, and the reason they use a t-shirt to dry their hair is because it doesn't rub against the hair and does not damage the curl definitions as badly as a regular towel. This does the same thing, only it's not a t-shirt and is defined specifically for Afro hair. It's very soft towards the hair, it's very smooth, and it allows your curls to be exactly as you were born with. Because if you use a normal towel, it's going to weigh down on the hair and it might even rip out a couple of your strands. One of the benefits of steaming your hair is the moment that steam hits your hair, it's going to lift your cuticles. When it lifts your cuticles, literally, it allows your hair shafts to open up and take in moisture via the steam. So it's basically packing in a lot of moisture into your hair. Now, a result of that is you will be able to maintain your hairstyles if you're doing bantu knots, if you're doing twist outs, whatever styles you're trying on your hair, you will be able to maintain them for much longer than just 2 days, for example. So your styles will have a longer lifespan than if you were doing it on just newly washed hair, for example. Also, and this is something I've noticed after weeks of doing it, it increases elasticity in your hair. When I say it increases my elasticity, it means that right now my hair is normally this long, but because of shrinkage, it's literally gone down to this long, which is fine by me, like as I stated earlier. But elasticity means that your hair will have curl definition a little bit more and be a little bit more elastic. So instead of being this short, it will be like somewhere out here. So it allows me to play a lot more with different hairstyles. It allows me to manipulate my hair in a different way without actually having to stretch it. Also notice one great benefit with my hair, and that is it's a lot shinier once I've done the steam. I'll show you obviously after of steaming it, but my hair just feels a lot more shinier after I've rinsed it out. It feels a lot more softer. So this is what the hair steamer looks like. I'm going to turn it around. So you've got two buttons here. There's one that is the on-off button and one that is the ozone button, which is basically more steam coming out. In here you've got the cup, which is to be filled with water up until the maximum level, and then you lift it up and you close it down and then you press the on button. So I normally don't take it out when I fill it. I just open up the two sides and I grab a bottle of water and I fill it. And once I've reached maximum, I stop. So I mixed jojoba oil, avocado oil, Jamaican castor oil together with herbal essences Be Strong into my hair before I sat down in front of the hair steamer. I also used the comb to comb out any tangles, and I sat down in front of the steamer for 20 minutes and I made sure I moved around so that all parts of my hair was covered. I've rinsed out the product in my hair and my hair is looking a little bit funny right now. I'm just going to run the comb through. Whilst my hair is still a little bit damp and soft, what I'm going to do is, as per always, I use the Loc Method, and the Loc Method takes 3 steps, and it includes moisturizing your hair using water, and then you're going to add some oils, and then you're going to seal that with a cream. So the oil that I use to deep condition, which is a mixture of jojoba oil, a little bit of avocado oil, some coconut oil, and some Jamaican black castor oil. Distribute the oil evenly throughout your hair. Don't do it excessively, but don't do it too little either. Now I've got Jamaican castor oil, and you guys know how much I love it. I'm going to take parts of that and put it onto my edges, because that's very important to make sure that they're covered. Once that is completed, that means step 2 of the Loc method is done. My hair is wet with water. I've put the oils in, and the third step is basically putting in a cream. The cream of my choice at present time is the smoothing hair cream enriched with keratin argan oil from Morocco. So this is the hair cream of my choice. I buy this from the UK. It's actually finishing at this point. So what I'm going to do is use whatever's left, and I will use that much, and I'll divide that, and I'll go on each side of the hair, sort of seal that moisture. Then I'll go in. It smells absolutely heavenly. So what I'm going to do is use that part and make sure I get even inside of the hair. Take this part, do the same thing to it, and you can see how elastic my hair is, not only because it's wet, but because the steaming gives it a little bit more elasticity. I'm going to take the final part and go in at the back of my hair and continue massaging that. Now I'm going to do all of the hair, and you can see that there are white residues to my hair for now as it's sealing. I'm going to take off my house robe because it's a little bit damp, and you know me, I'm repping Hogwarts for life. It's all about Harry Potter. And the last amount is all over the hair. Any areas I may have missed, I'm going to go in and massage that in. What this does is, this is now going to lock in the moisture. So once I've done this, my hair retains its definition for about 7 days, and that includes going to work and things like that. So once this is done, I generally leave my hair on a Sunday, and then on the Monday or Sunday night, I will go in and do some cornrows on my hair, and then I'll go back to my protective styling. So there you go. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. Let's see. You can see how easily the comb just goes through my hair. It's no battle with my afro. I think even if you have kids, whether they're black or they're mixed, you should get one of these combs, because you will skip all of that pain and crying every time you go to brush their hairs. I know I used to hate that part when I was a kid. So in this video, I used the huetiful hair steamer for my demo. But I also previously purchased the Jannu hair steamer from Paks Cosmetics, which I didn't get a chance to use because it arrived broken to me, and it's on its way back to Paks Cosmetics. Overall, my review of the hair steamer is that it is a positive thing for Afro hair, and it's something that I have been using and will continue to use in order to maintain my hair.
God, look at the people I got here. Like, what? Hello, ladies. Y'all look beautiful. And y'all did such a good job.